Cody Rhodes loses his first match in forever to Drew McIntyre via the solo Sikoa spike. Yeah, the exact same way he lost at WrestleMania in the main event last year. We're going to talk about this, everything else from Raw, SmackDown, and all the news in between. What's up, people? My name is Mex, WrestleManiac, if you will. Back again with another episode of the E alongside my co-host, Anafi.
Yes, it's Anafi. Excited to be here. Excited to be doing this every Tuesday, man. I feel like it's part of my routine now, man. Proper enjoy it, man. And yeah, let's shout about the E. The E.
Yeah, E, man. It's good times over in the E. Big up Navy, nice and early in the chat.
Max, is it appropriate to say the E mixed a little bit of UFC? Did you see the match analysis, the post-match analysis, bro? You see,
there is. And we're going to talk about that today. Big up Navy, like I was saying. He says, I love that Drew is the second person that got the pin on Cody. Well, I think they're doing like their typical WWE erase job here, because between Roman Reigns and Drew McIntyre, there was someone else to pin Cody Rhodes.
Who was that?
I'm not allowed to say his name. A certain former WWE champion and UFC champion.
Bricklayer.
Yes, Bricklayer. So, I'm pretty sure when they had a series between those three after Mania, he must have got a pin on Cody. But WWE are doing their erase job because of stuff that he may or may not have been involved in.
Actually, let me not ask that question. Yes, move on.
What are you going to ask?
I was going to ask a question.
Oh, Navy says that Bork didn't pin Cody. He passed out.
But he lost, though.
Okay. But he got a win. Yeah. Maybe not of actual pin, but he got a win over him. Yeah. But yeah, Drew stood in, very good company in terms of just a few names. Seth Rollins had three goes at it and didn't get it done. So whether it is by hook or by crook or by interference, either way, even from all of this, we're saying Cody, because Roman cheated. Roman had help. Drew had help, and Mr. Bricklayer also, didn't make him tap out or, pin him like we're saying. So still very strong. Cody's being presented on our TV. They opened the show. With this match. Really good match. I thought this match had like DQ finish all over. Yeah. I didn't think we we're going to get a winner at all. Someone just get disqualified or whatever the case is. But obviously, the Bloodline, we saw them come over from SmackDown as they said what their mission statement is, and we'll talk about SmackDown in a bit. Yeah. Their power to stop Cody Rhodes winning the title. Whether that was aimed at Roman, as some are saying, or is it actually aimed at Cody? Yeah, it looks like they are following through. Big up our bro, Jay Adu. He's got the little logo next to his name because he's a member. Join the membership, guys. It's next to your subscribe button and stuff, and yet down there, hit the like button as well. Jay says, hope you, the Mandem, are doing good tonight. Raw, it was live last night. Our truth was hooping. Listen, maybe next week we have to really sit down and dissect our truth and, this run he's been on TV, matches.
The segments. After segment 4 was funny, fam.
The segment was good, yeah. So there's a lot. Bro, Anafi, what we saying in terms of this Cody Drew stuff, how it ended? What was your opinion? What did you think of it?
I thought the match was sick. I thought what a great way to open Raw. I thought Raw this week was pretty good in general. A lot of stuff, a lot of new features, I'll say, that they're giving us. They're not giving us everything at once. They're giving us little by little. And I'm loving it. So my only thing is this. I think it's time now, man. Hey, Solo Sikoa needs to start coming out barefaced. It's done. Or else he's going to do M Hunter thing. Just come with a mask. Because, bro, he even just mad. Like, yeah, he's got the hoodie now, but he's even got a snapback. He's also good as well. Or just take it all off.
Extra protection.
Extra protection for him. And it's like, bro, like, well, like, come on, it's done now. But I like how it finished. I like the whole thing. It's basically a repeat of WrestleMania. Obviously, the match wasn't as grand as WrestleMania, but it was a repeat of WrestleMania. And I feel like when it gets to the match with Roman, the first person Cody has to beat up fully is Sikoa. Get Solo Sikoa out of action first. And I mean, put him through a table, put him through the announce table, throw him to the... Bro, literally delete him from the game because he's the only guy who can cause an issue. The Rock, I'm not really sure about The Rock. I don't know what The Rock is going to do, but Solo Sikoa is above everything. Cody's beef is with Solo Sikoa, not Roman Reigns. If we look at it, it's with Solo Sikoa. Like, we need to see that happen, bro.
If I'm correct, Cody handed Solo his first loss right before WrestleMania last year.
On SmackDown. Was it SmackDown?
It might have been, it might have been on SmackDown. I think it was on SmackDown. Because when Solo came in, that was 2022, right? Clash at the Castle. And he was undefeated, all the way until just before WrestleMania, where Cody got the win. I'm sure Cody pinned him, was the first person to pin him. So you got something there in terms of, like his beef is probably with Solo. Solo costed him at WrestleMania. Solo costed him here, although there was like no real stakes in this match. And I just feel like at WrestleMania now, we're going to get a spot where the exact same thing's going to happen. He's near the ropes. He's going to try spike it and he's going to catch his hand and the crowd is going to go crazy. Like, because it can't be 3 times. Yeah, at one point you have to learn your lesson. Like,
and I feel like whenever Solo does the fun thing, he does it with more vim for Cody. I feel like it's more powerful. He puts his whole forearm in it, like he wants to ruin Cody, bro. And it's like, man, Cody needs to maybe Goldust needs to come. Like I said in the podcast, maybe Goldust needs to come out and save the day, bro, or something like that. But I'm being silly. Maybe that, I think the match at Mania, Cody needs to basically do a game plan where it's like, let's get rid of Solo first, because without Solo, this guy's nothing unless they bring out another bloodline member who's going to replace Solo and who's much more dangerous than Solo. I'm thinking Jacob Fatu. But that's a myth, man. I think that'll probably come with the Rock story, which we'll probably get into the end of this podcast as well. Let me jump the gun.
I'm not sure they bring out a Jacob Fatu for WrestleMania, but you know what I was thinking today? In fact, I was in my house, I was washing dishes, and I was just thinking, what are they going to do in terms of this main event? Like, is because I think I was listening to something just before saying that Cody ain't gonna win at WrestleMania. I was like, nah, there's no chance. Cody better win. So I was thinking, if they keep up these assaults, this stuff, maybe someone like Nick Aldis and trust me, this is very WWE, is very overbooked. But at this point, the main event last year was overbooked. I think there's no harm in it. Maybe someone like Nick Aldis comes out to basically add another equalizer in terms of the Rock and the Bloodline, all doing too much. We don't trust you. Yeah, Cody's only got Seth in his corner, whatever. I'm adding someone, The Rock, that has been synonymous with your past. Great glass. Austin comes out. Austin's special enforcer or something at WrestleMania in the main event. If you're gonna have The Rock, The Rock's not wrestling in the main event of WrestleMania. It's like you might as well have Austin. Can I all the bells and whistles?
Can I don't know how you feel about this, but you just an idea just sprung to my mind. So you've now mentioned Austin, right? I think the best way, if they also do something, the best way to go around it is bring people of Cody's family, the whole in the circle of Cody's family. So, for example, the DDP, his uncles and stuff, or maybe I just hope there's a what do you call it? Hope there's a chance for even Dustin to come out, because I think that will make things even better. Because I don't know if you remember, but the match with the Shield, when Cody and Dustin and Dusty won the match and they pop a hug in the moment, had that moment. I could just really see the moment at WrestleMania, Philadelphia. Cody wins the title, all in the ring, hugging, and the fans, the wrestlers just lifting him up, and it's just a nice moment, man. So, but Austin will be sick, though. Austin will be sick. Sick.
Either way, all of this can still happen. I think if they're really trying to make this WrestleMania the biggest ever and bear hype and stuff like that, this is how you get The Rock to be there and be a presence and get people to tune in, and Austin the same. And without these guys having to wrestle a match, they're still very relevant. You put them out there just to stop things from happening. All that's going to happen is Austin's music is going to go off. The place is going to go crazy. They're going to have the regular match as normal. Maybe some jabroni, maybe The Rock himself tries to get involved. The Rock gets a stunner. People will go crazy again.
And he sells it.
He's the only
Oh,
man that knows how to sell a stunner. I'm
bro,
convinced he's the only person. Like,
he sells it with his forearms. That's how mad it is. He bounces up,
off the ground.
bro, bro.
Yeah. So I just think like we're going to make this overbooked anyway.
Yeah,
Like it has to be different in terms of the overbooking nature from last year's, because last year's was very overbooked as well. So like if you're gonna do it, and there's still rumors of Austin appearing at Mania, so yeah, it's like one of them ones. If you're gonna do it, then just have a good go of it and let's enjoy it. Hinde says Solo needs a story, man. He's gonna be a side character with no match at WrestleMania.
The story's there though. The story is there. It's been building for time. I don't know if you guys have been seeing whenever Solo's in the ring, that Roman's been like kind of like little man in him still, and Solo's kind of taking note. Maybe it's like it's toned down a bit because of the Rock coming in, but there was a moment last year where whenever Roman spoke, Solo was a bit angry with him. It's like, bro, chill, man. And Solo used to always pick up the slack as well. So the story's there, bro. I'm the reason why you had this title. So if Roman now flips out after he loses his title, Solo can now come and say, I was there the whole time. Whenever you lost this, whenever you back to your title, I was there to save you, blah, blah, blah. What were you doing? What were you doing? And Solo now becomes the tribal chief.
Solo don't chat. And with The Rock coming back, I feel like any defection that Solo may do has been delayed by a year.
Yeah, facts.
Like this, if The Rock didn't come back, I would have definitely said post-Mania has to be Solo's breakout year. But now with The Rock coming and they're still going to tell that whole story with The Rock and Roman, then yeah, I think Solo probably stays poor. At best, I think we were predicting before that Solo might get a singles match against a Randy Orton or something like that, which he probably loses. But like, that's at best in terms of where you can probably fix him in. Otherwise, it's just henchman stuff for him at Mania. Navy says Austin appearing would be so hype.
But I would,
agree. He says, get John Cena. That man got leftover beef with Solo and The Rock. The face-off would be stellar.
Yeah, that would be sick. But you know, the problem is this. I want to say it, but I think, you know, can we just jump straight to it, bro? Because I feel that's one of the biggest news this week. There's a game plan of The Rock. I don't think The Rock is fully in.
You don't think do you think The Rock is wrestling?
No, I don't think he's fully in the bloodline.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Let's talk about it.
I don't think he's fully in the bloodline because I was watching some analysis. Obviously, I was analyzing myself, but he was doing certain things. He was saying and doing certain things. I'm like, there's Easter eggs in this, bro. So, for example, him saying that Cody's story is finishing soon could potentially mean that he's gonna win the title. Then he said, our story, him and Roman's story, is just about to start, bro. It says it for yourself. We are getting Rock and Roman next year.
Yeah.
You see it.
But I don't think they're hiding that. I think well, okay, what they're playing is that somehow they're going to get rid of Cody now so they can get back to doing Rock and Roman this year. But they're gonna do it next year.
Yeah.
But they're acting as in like, let's try to get rid of Cody so that we can insert ourselves back into the main event. Like you said, you know,
even the bloodline thing, he done this. He'd even do this. He done this.
I think. Well, I was speaking to Gerard today. Gerard said that he thinks that could be an L for loser at Roman. I personally thought of it when I saw it. I thought he was doing like it's going to be like eventually like a Batista thumbs down situation, but like a gun, like I'm after you, like sort of thing. He said when he was signing off from, you know, can you smell what the Rock is cooking or smell what the Bloodline's cooking? He told the fans to shut up and just enjoy the ride that I'm going to take you on. I mean, so there's definitely room for interpretation and room for the Rock to change character, cost Roman in the main event. Whatever the case may be, there's 100% room for it. Either way, they are going to leave WrestleMania, I reckon, with Roman not the champion, and The Rock might be like, how can you be the tribal chief without the belt? And that's when he's going to step forward and try and make his claim or whatever. So, I definitely think there is going to be a deflection one way or the other. It just depends whereabouts it happens in the story.
No, I'm ready for it, man. Like, SmackDown and stuff, the whole promo he cut as well was just, obviously, a lot of people said it was a bit weird in the Discord and stuff, like what he was saying, but, you know, it's The Rock. we like I like when The Rock does promos like that. I'm used to, innit? But yeah, I think we're heading into a crazy time. This is probably going to be the reason why a lot of people sign up for Netflix.
Yeah, 100%. And this is it. Like now, if they can get The Rock on TV, we were talking when the Netflix deal was announced. We said they're gonna put, you're gonna sign in, you're gonna click your whatever. Whoever's the Netflix account owner, you'll open up, you're going to see WWE Raw. They're going to show you pictures of John Cena and The Rock.
And even Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan will be there.
Hulk Hogan. And then you're going to see that. Going to be like, oh, yeah, I'm going to watch the Raw. I'm going to watch WWE. And then find out that they're not actually on the TV show anymore. But like now The Rock's on it. Like The Rock is on it. So, they're well in their right to put him on any banner that they're going to put on Netflix. Any promotional stuff they're going to paste around the town of him, So, yeah. They're gonna have to really justify that $5 billion that Netflix gave them in it. So, I mean, in terms of The Rock and that SmackDown section, since we're talking about it, him, the Versace, the Versace
vest, that was a customization on the same day. Steam Stress,
bro.
I could tell the same day, bro.
I was even cussing when he came out of his car when they showed at the beginning of the show when The Rock's here. He came out of his car. He was wearing his black vest and stuff. I was thinking, is it every day you have to have your arms out? Every day black vest,
tank top.
By the time he came out in the main event, I said, bruh, and then obviously, like you say in the promo, he can't this is The Rock. This is The Rock that I know. So fast with it. Like even I said that I don't feel like he said much of anything really, but the lines in there. What was that line? He just turns to someone in the crowd.
Goes, I'll slap the herpes off your lips.
Man says, "Shut up, Patty. I'll slap the herpes off your lips."
I'll be embarrassed. I can't lie. This ain't a comedy show.
It's only The Rock that can get away with that. No one else can say something like that and not get fined. Like it's ridiculous. And that's when he's at his best. And not when he's just coming to get the crowd to chant stuff and sing-alongs and stuff like that. So. Yeah, man, it was good. Although the segment was, I don't think it was particularly strong promo. There was bits in it that were cool, and just the aura. You just feel like someone is really in the room when The Rock is there.
The presence, You
have to sit up and pay attention. So, it's good stuff, man.
Proper good, man. But Mania's gonna be crazy. Like I'm just already imagining how things are gonna go, the matches we're gonna get. Even though obviously, I'll shout out to the GP Gorilla Position. Mex is obviously a member of that. I heard you guys talking about what should happen with Seth's match, and your co-host was like something along the lines of Drew should win it, then CM Punk should interfere or something, or interfere into the match
to distract him or something to let Damian Priest cash in.
Yeah. That could be something.
I think they could do something like Drew winning on the night, and then maybe next day. I'm still very fixated on next day. Damian Priest catches in on Raw.
I feel Damian Priest catching on WrestleMania, man. It's Raw or SmackDown, or Raw or like any not BTEC, but like any other paper.
They need to punctuate those shows as well, though.
Yeah,
you can't. Everyone can't have a moment at WrestleMania.
Yeah,
and right. I don't want his moment to look too similar to Seth's, because Seth's was brilliant.
The idea that he had though before, like the expiry date sort of thing, I think that could go off though.
Money in the Bank.
The expiry date could be a thing where that could be brilliant work
as well.
So,
that could be brilliant as well, because no one has held the briefcase near to the point of when it's about to expire. So
is this stupid? Yeah. Let me know if it's stupid. Yeah. What if this is a stupid idea. Guys, let me know in the comments. Write stupid if the idea is stupid, or write pen if the idea is a banging idea. What if the expiry date is on the day of Money in the Bank? So after Money in the Bank, you can't cash in ever again.
But that is the expiry date.
I'm saying on the pay-per-view. So as in after the pay-per-view, it's done. You can't expire. You can't do anything.
Yeah, you have from Money in the Bank to Money in the Bank to cash in.
So what is this? Okay, this is a stupid idea I was gonna say. So what if the person that wins the Money in the Bank, he goes to cash it on that person, he gets the money back in again. He gets it again. And he was in for nothing. It was until like he gets the number.
Well, that's the only other thing I thought they could do. If they have like, say the World Heavyweight title match goes on first on that show, he tries to cash in and he fails. And then he enters the Money in the Bank match and wins the Money in the Bank again.
Okay. Yeah.
Like, it won't. enthuse people. People won't be happy about that. I know it. But like, if they are bang on Damian Priest becoming champion, but this is just kind of rough timing because of all the stars that have come back, they could do it.
Yeah. But are you here to see another run of Damian Priest
No,
Money in the Bank?
I don't want to see that.
Yeah.
I'm very much into this one, or I was more into this one than I am now, but I still want to see him cash in and be successful.
Yeah.
So yeah. Let's talk about the main event quickly.
Yeah.
Jey Uso versus Gunther for the Intercontinental title. Fun match, competitive match. Jey Uso looked relatively good and strong and didn't get beaten up too tough by Gunther. But as he looked like he was trying to get a pin on Gunther, we saw someone ringing the bell. Everyone turns over. Jimmy Uso, his brother, is ringing the bell.
Hoodies in abundance. Black hoodies in abundance. Open their wardrobe. Hoodie.
That's the attire of the family, isn't it?
Black hoodies. Hey.
So yeah, Jimmy Uso distracted him. The match continued. Jay had a dive to Jimmy outside the ring. Got back into the ring and stuff. You know, got hit with a power bomb and all of these things. Jey Uso lost the match. And then Jimmy Uso came into the ring, started beating down on his brother, saying that you thought you was gonna win gold without me, your big bro, etc., etc. After the show went off air, Cody made the save. But it looks like we are still getting Jey Uso versus Jimmy Uso at WrestleMania. This kind of confirmed this is the direction of where we're going. What do you think about that?
You know what it is? I wasn't with it. I remember that the Rumble was all sitting around, was like, listen, we've seen it here. I think it's done.
Yeah.
I think they need to squash it in the ring because...
So wait, are you still not on it? You still don't want to see Jey?
I'm still with it. I'm still with it. Sorry, I'm still with it. I feel like they need to squash the ring because I feel like the bloodline is literally collapsing. Going to collapse hopefully in April. So Jay and Jimmy need to basically come together as one, and the way that they can do that is through this match. Do you get what I mean? Like not like a Shawn Michaels Ric Flair match, but like a match where it's like tears, the whole works. Like these men are proper crying out in the ring, just leave it all in the ring, and after even Rikishi comes in and probably gives them all a hug and says, "You guys are meant to be the Usos." You know what I mean? So I feel like they do need the match now. I would definitely watch that. I feel like there's a lot to say. Even the vignette alone, you can see the vignette being created now. Even before eyes,
the vignette would be better than the match.
Yeah, it would be, but the vignette would be nice. It's what the package, isn't it? That's what makes you want to go buy a ticket. But I'm still with the match, bro. I can't lie. I'm back on board.
I mean, I felt a small part of me yesterday did feel, or this morning when I was watching it, did feel like, okay, I'm on board. I can buy this sort of thing. But they need to keep up the heat. I think more than anything, I feel like we don't really have a reason as to why we're going this direction. Yeah, there's bloodline stuff at large and stuff like that. But what is the integral reason that, you know, these two need to have a match?
Is it because, can we say that jealousy above everything? Jealousy is what's caused Jimmy to act this way to Jay. We saw the whole thing of Jimmy, Roman Reigns saying that Jay was the chosen one or the next up, whatever, and Jimmy didn't like it. Jimmy screwed him out of the title match when he came back, pulled the referee out the ring, cost Jay his match. That's and now he's, you know what I mean? There's a lot to it. It's just, I think what it boils down to is jealousy. So we went from manipulation with Roman, and this manipulation has now caused jealousy within these men, innit? And that's what these men should be fighting for, man. So
yeah, I want them to have the match. Obviously, there's been many an interview where they've spoken about, you know, this has been their personal dream. They wrestled in their living room for years on end and made it to WWE together, became the most successful tag team in WWE history. Now, this would be the icing on the cake in terms of wrestling each other at WrestleMania. So as brothers, I want them to have that moment. I just feel like I just want to be invested a bit more.
Yeah.
So they've got, I guess, 6 weeks or so.
We've got 6 weeks. Yeah, we've got a good solid 6 weeks plus a few shows here and there. Online promos maybe can help. You know, I don't know. Yeah, so a lot of stuff can, you know, help towards that. So yeah, I think Jay should beat him though.
Jay's gonna win.
Jay should beat him. They should both cry out in the ring, bro.
I think Jay's definitely gonna win. Yeah. Cool. Let's talk about some of the women's stuff. They had a battle royal. Returning Raquel Gonzalez or Rodriguez, I can't remember what her name
back.
is. She's back with the back. She's literally back with her back character. She comes, she wins the battle royal, which is good. So stacked battle royal. Raquel Rodriguez versus Becky Lynch versus Naomi versus Bianca Belair versus Liv Morgan versus Tiffany Stratton.
Yeah.
Absolutely stacked field. Who's your winner?
I think we're getting Becky Lynch, bro.
Yep. I think we're getting my winner is.
I think we're getting Becky Lynch still. Because Becky Lynch and Rhea Ripley, that's the match that we're trying to get to at WrestleMania.
They've been selling this match since halfway through last year.
Yeah.
So when Becky was still warring with Trish Stratus, they've been selling this match. So yeah. I think the most interesting thing I took from this segment was the interaction between Bianca Belair and Tiffany Stratton, which I think is going to be a WrestleMania match.
That'll be epic.
Cold. Yeah. I generally think it's going to be cold. So yeah, some good stuff in the women's division.
A part of me is leaning towards Jade and Bianca for WrestleMania match.
Too early, man. Jade's not ready.
But I don't know. That's the thing, man.
This is the only way they do Jade Cargill versus Bianca Belair is if they're prepared to squash Bianca Belair at WrestleMania.
That's dangerous still.
That's the only way that's gonna fly and anyone's gonna care. Because even if they try to have a match, Bianca Belair wins. All right, she's beaten this, quote unquote rookie, and then that's Jade's first real match. Do you want Jade to lose at WrestleMania first match? So
yeah, don't want to sit well.
Yeah, so they would have to make Jade look like a complete monster and squash Bianca Belair at WrestleMania, and then that's years of building Bianca that you've thrown down the drain as well. Yeah, and you're trying to sell her TV show right now as well.
Yeah,
so
just I mean, it's more for the documentary though. So my last WrestleMania, I lost.
If anything, if they do that women's battle royal, WrestleMania battle royal, let Jade win that. Let her just beat everyone.
They haven't done that in time, bro.
They do it now. They do it on SmackDown. Remember the night?
They do it on SmackDown. Yeah, the night before. Yeah. I remember
that. Yeah, it's food. It's not really anything right now. Yeah. Glody says in the chat, I think it'll be Jade versus Nia at Mania. That could be good.
That could be good. Yeah, that could definitely be good. How long would you reckon that match would be though?
Just give it 6, 7, 8 minutes.
Yeah.
And that's it. Let Jade look strong against Nia Jax. Nia Jax can take a loss. I'm down with that.
Yeah. I'm with that too.
Cool. Guys, before we move on, we're going to do a bit of news, something to touch on. Hit the like button if you haven't. Subscribe to Rest Things if you're new here. Let's talk about something that happened during Raw last night. Bruh, this TKO this thing is going crazy.
Bro, crazy.
UFC fighter Michael Chandler, he was introduced to the crowd. He made an appearance at Raw. And he called out, I guess at this point, UFC legend Conor McGregor, saying that he wants to fight. This is off the back of UFC 298, which was when was that?
Was that on Saturday?
Weekend, maybe?
Saturday,
yeah. He told Conor McGregor to get his ass back into Octagon and fight him. Now, he's cutting a promo on a wrestling show when he's a UFC fighter. Obviously, we know UFC, WWE are in cahoots. They're under the same umbrella. But as he's cutting the promo, they have purposely made sure the WrestleMania sign
is in the back.
Is in the background.
It's there.
Bruh.
It's there.
Are we getting a UFC match at WrestleMania? Are we getting some type of wrestling match between Chandler and Conor McGregor?
Bro, blow my brain. If that does happen and it's under like UFC rules, I'm sure they could probably but how would they do it? Would they have to make a separate ring at the back or something like that? Or put a cage up? If they did that, then
they can't do that and do it in the back. They have to do that in
live. Yeah. That would be crazy. That would be crazy. And I'm imagining this is not even the last of it. We're getting many more stuff like this. Even I don't know how Dana White is, because I know that was that interview that I come out and said, there will never be a collaboration between UFC and WWE. But I think he's probably in terms of like wrestlers from WWE going over and doing whatever there. But I think even the likes of wrestlers going over to the UFC and calling out shots as well be something that we'll probably see as well, like to other wrestlers. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think we're in for a crazy time, man. Crazy time, and the fact that we're even having UFC champion, bro. It's like what the hell is going on, bro?
Do you obviously usually this? We're not new to the whole right. We've got this celebrity here tonight, and we've got this. They usually do that when they gave him the mic. Like I'm just obviously I always watch Raw. It's like he's on in the background. I'm doing something else. When they gave him the mic and I heard this guy start talking, I turned and I was just like, huh? Why are they doing that? And then as he went, hi Anaheim, how you doing tonight? Blah blah blah. I'm this best fighter in the world. Whatever you're saying, called out Conor McGregor. I turned again,
bro.
Then by the time I turned in, I could see the cameraman doing angles catching WrestleMania sign in the back. I said, "No, these are literally on some takeover thing. Like they are moving crazy."
It's what we thought, man. It's how we expected it. Like even I was even saying before we came on the camera, before we came on live, like even the presentation that they've been giving us the last couple of weeks has been very like sports UFC. The fact that we had the WrestleMania launch, WrestleMania XO, what do you call it? What they say launch?
The press event.
The press event. That's UFC. Where a wrestler comes out, he says stuff, whatnot. Even the fact that we're even getting this backstage stuff where the person's coming backstage and they're looking normal. They're looking like they're ready to come and fight. They're looking like they're walking into work rather than be a thing where it's like they're walking into WWE. Do you get what I mean? It's that. And even yesterday, they've been giving us these new things where we're getting like post-match analysis from I'm gonna say Gary Neville. Post-match analysis from McAfee and Michael Cole with scribbles and bro, it's
like
epic.
You know what? I would like the post-match analysis if it was I feel like Pat's making it very
comical,
jovial, and comical. Like if you done it like on a real thing, like I would be into that. But even did you notice that the 2K stuff they were doing, like when they done Cody versus Drew and they showed their 2K ratings? It's proper. They're really changing what this looks like, and making it more of that sports feel, which is cool. But like we have to watch this space for this UFC stuff in WWE. Well, even something as simple as if they take down the ropes at WrestleMania, that's something like a quick fix. They can take down the ropes.
But then again, you know that's gonna cause an issue, bro.
With what?
Someone's gonna come out and say, "That's my idea. Don't do that. Do that. Do that." You know what I'm talking
about? It's rubbish.
Oh, fuck but that would be cool.
They don't sound like Raw Underground-ish, but like at WrestleMania, they could run that. We talked about The Rock and joining the Bloodline, so I guess this is like one last story we wanted to cover. It's official. Bron Breakker has made his decision. He signed to SmackDown. Again, this is a really cool thing, I think, in terms of the presentation of, he's been thinking, should I go to Raw? Should I go to SmackDown? He even took counsel from Triple H over what he should do and stuff like that. We've seen him sign to SmackDown. What do you think the future holds for Bron Breakker? And obviously right now he's NXT Tag Team Champion, but what do you think's in his future?
You know, first and foremost, I want to say this. Let's keep Bron Breakker as Bron Breakker. Let's not look at Bron Breakker and having expectations as the guy that's like, he's the next bricklayer, he's the next Goldberg, he's the next, who else can I say? He's the next, I don't know, the next big thing. I don't know, the big. This is Bron Breakker we're talking about. This Bron Breakker is very versatile on many levels. Let's look at him as this guy. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like he's got that sort of thing where it's like he can come in and say after 2 years, 1 year, he's going straight to the top. I believe he can. I don't think Bron Breakker should come down and be sitting down with Intercontinental Champion unless it's up there now, but he shouldn't be on that level. I wanted to go straight to the top. Do you know what I mean? So I don't want no next big thing, none of that. He's just Bron Breakker, man.
I mean, but you're saying that, but if he goes straight to the top, he's next big thing.
I mean, no, but when I mean next big thing, I don't want to say.
You don't want comparisons. You don't.
Don't do the Sami Nasri and Zidane comparison. Just give it straight. This is Bron Breakker, man. So
100%. He's definitely Bron Breakker. I think they've done like an excellent. They've literally from the moment they committed to NXT 2.0, he's been on the screen since day one. So he's had the full run from NXT 2.0 to whatever this NXT is now, some more tolerable middle ground, and he's been great. Like even when he's lost the belt, he's not had the title for like a year at this point, coming up to a year now. He's still been relevant on TV. you know, they've done the crossover thing with him very well. So the main stage crowd, the mainstream crowd know him.
Know who he is, yeah.
Honestly, I think they are hot on him. I think he's going to go to the very, very top. I think he's going to win all the titles.
Yeah, facts.
The US title, Intercontinental title, if he moves, World Heavyweight Championship for sure. Like, I feel like they've just he's going to be a bigger star than his dad and his uncle.
Yeah, facts given.
Like,
Facts.
It's almost like this NXT that they've got. It's like a factory with how they're just producing these dons. Like, and I love it. Like, we've heard that, you know, it's a thing where you can't be like an Angelo Dawkins anymore or like an Aaliyah and come into NXT and spend 5 years there, 6 years there before you get to main roster. That's deemed as failure. They're looking at you 6 months. You have like 6 months assessment. If you're not having made progress, you're gone. You're out the door. Because they've just got like a flipping factory line from these colleges and universities in America. Like, we will just make another one of you. We don't need you. Like, it's crazy. And I think Braun is testament to, you know, them committing to the idea of, right, AEW beat us up. We had to start again with NXT, and we're now very much concentrating on development and not trying to just run an indie in the WWE.
Yeah. Even if you look at the likes of like the women, because obviously we had that conversation about the baddies that Shawn Michaels has been signing. The likes of Lash Legend, we've seen that the improvement in Lash Legend is crazy, bro.
Yeah,
like she stands in the ring and she looks comfortable. She looks like she's steady. Before, obviously,
and she is someone that I would say was probably failing, or they tried to push her too early. They tried to push her straight out the door like they did with Braun Breaker. Lash probably struggled in the ring a bit. They took her off TV for a minute, you know, trained her and stuff, and now they put her on TV and she's brilliant. She's picking up Otis.
She's picking up Otis and doing Booker T. She did Booker T. She did the Booker T.
She's doing mad stuff. So like they've definitely kind of they know themselves. They understand the purpose of NXT now. The vision is very clear. It's not just to take all the big indie stars in the world. Like, it's to train the next generation. And I'm looking. I had a conversation with NK last week on Revolution Radio, and we're talking about Wardlow and just how Wardlow's just in a spiral of doing nothing at AEW.
NXT, they will,
you know, and that's why I said, he said, he should just go to the E or something. I said, I don't think Wardlow. I generally don't think Wardlow is taking anyone's position on main roster.
No, he's not.
So that already means he's on NXT. And then I said to NK, Braun Breaker is ahead of Wardlow.
Fired.
So this is it. Like, it's a funny situation, but NXT, the developmental is developmentaling. Like, they are really doing stuff down there. Like,
big time. Even I've said it, bro, within the week, like NXT today, if you've never watched NXT and you obviously watch Raw and SmackDown, I'll advise to watch NXT, man. It's great. You're missing out a lot. Even NXT within the week produces the best show within that week, within the week, within the wrestling week. So it's like, they're doing good work, man. Like, Jada Parker went viral how many times this week? Last week,
Jada Parker's all over the place. She's on World Star.
Yeah, bro. And even she's improving as well.
Well, I mean, I know Jada Parker probably went viral for
different reasons,
horny reasons and stuff like that. But like, she is another one that's been put on TV. Obviously, she's been training on the back. She was seen on NXT Level Up. They put her on TV and she's ready. Like, one thing I always remember is that a story that Kevin Owens said to a story that Stone Cold Steve Austin said to Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens apparently saw Austin in a airport once and asked him for advice while Kevin Owens was still on the indies. Stone Cold said to Kevin Owens, apparently, never stop talking, keep running your mouth. And if you remember early Kevin Owens, especially, he'll be wrestling and just be talking, just cussing you as he's wrestling you on the mic, everything. And that's what I see in Jada Parker as well. Like, we compared her to early Bianca Belair as well. How Bianca Belair just never used to shut up, just running her mouth at everybody, at every single thing. Jada Parker does the exact same thing. Like, so you're automatically like a character people are just invested in, because it's just like, can't you shut up? Like, at the very least, people are gonna care. Like, don't you ever remember Leo Rush? Lashley when he was in Bobby Lashley. Like, people hate it. Like, doesn't this guy ever be quiet? Like, and all of a sudden, everyone's talking about you. You're attracting heat. They book you more. It's a known formula.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jada Parker's doing her
She's
thing
great,
as well.
man. She's great, man. Honestly, the whole talk, like even when I first saw Bianca Belair, like I was like, yeah, this is it. This is lit. I've never seen a black female wrestler like her, innit? So when she was doing her stuff, even the long hair, the whip as well, the way she used to talk, and even when she goes, like even though it's a bit like, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Very like
ghetto.
Yeah, which I don't want to use, but she's like, it worked. You know what I mean? It worked. Yeah. And I just love when Jada Parker comes out the ring. She does that whole thing, like she does that point thing.
The point
she pushes the camera.
Yeah,
I need that on WWE 2K24. Put her as a DLC quickly. I need it, bruv.
Bruv, man. They're doing some really good stuff, man. Hopefully they can find means to keep hold of all their talent and stuff as well. Because if they create people at this speed, they're all going to be chasing the same spot. So they're going to have a plan to kind of keep these people. Cool. We're coming to the end of the show, guys. One thing I will say is that we are going to be doing a live stream for Elimination Chamber Saturday morning. Yeah. So I believe Elimination Chamber in the UK is on at 11 a.m.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll be doing a live stream. So make sure you come and join us, watch Elimination Chamber with us, see our reactions and stuff. Our reactions for these past few shows have been all over the place, really. So yeah, come and join in the fun. It's bright and early, so no one needs to, you won't be falling asleep on the job. Let's do some Elimination Chamber predictions.
Let's do it.
Before we get out of here. So firstly, we're gonna have a segment, Grayson Waller effect segment with Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins. What do you think is going to be the outcome from this segment?
A part of me feels like the Bloodline are going to come out and we'll get another face off in the ring, because actually we haven't had a face off for them yet in the ring.
So wait, when you say the Bloodline, you mean the Rock and Roman or what?
Yeah, I think they're all gonna. Actually, I don't think about Roman. Actually,
that man ain't going to.
I don't know.
That man ain't going to.
They're not. Maybe they're just gonna be there just to sell the match.
You see, there's a TikTok. There's a TikTok of Roman Reigns. He's sitting in like his office or something, and I think Paul Heyman's got, he's talking to him about Elimination Chamber and this, that, and the other. That Grayson Waller's gonna have this thing, and Roman's like, Elimination Chamber. I don't have to go to Australia, do I? And then Paul Heyman was like, "Oh no, you don't have to go to Australia." And Roman's like, "Oh, thank God!"
Really? Wait, on TikTok?
On TikTok, yeah. He's just
Roman's great on TikTok. I can't lie.
He's just a clown. Like,
he's great on TikTok.
He was just like saying, forget going to Australia and all this stuff. Yeah,
that's hilarious, man.
So yeah, and I think that pretty much confirms. Obviously, he's not going to be there. So I think what we're going to get from this segment is more Cody and Seth, almost like a mega power situation. Let's link up and go against the Bloodline. So that's just kind of confirmed. A nice crowd pop. Maybe Grayson Waller tries to attack them. He gets his ass handed to him. Something along them lines.
So wait, is Seth clear to fight?
No,
but he can obviously throw a punch in it.
Yeah, he can do small stuff. Like Seth, from what Seth is saying, I think he said he'll be clear by the end of this month. Like he said he will be ready, but medical hasn't cleared him.
Also,
he'll be ready.
I'm sorry, I'm jumping the gun here, but apparently is CM Punk hosting WrestleMania?
I saw something like this, but I didn't see like any confirmation from any news outlet. I think he might have just maybe said something along those lines after Raw or something. But I ain't seen no like real confirmation of it.
Okay.
But I like the idea of him kind of staying around and keeping busy, even though he's
that's the way to do it, man. That's the way to do it.
Stay on TV. Undisputed Tag Team Championships on the line. Judgment Day. Damian Priest and Finn Balor defending against. Well, I was gonna say British Strong Style, but they've now got an actual name. I can't remember what it was. It was horrible.
I know
it was horrible. Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate. So who do you think is gonna win?
I think Judgment Day are keeping that still. Not to be deep. Judgment Day are keeping that. I want to see a DIY. I want to see DIY win it. I think DIY should definitely get a chance of winning the title. Obviously, they lost. They lost the match on SmackDown. So yeah.
But I think we need to split the titles again, man.
Split them
and send one to SmackDown, have one on Raw.
Yeah.
Because they've resurrected the tag team scene in general. So I think like even for weeks now, if you noticed, what that man called the brothers, Creed Bros ain't been on TV much. So
yeah. So you need something for them to do.
Give something for these people to do, man.
And change the design as well, bro. Flip. I'm tired of Roman design, bro.
These coins, these Roman coins.
Yeah, bro. Bronze, bro.
Inside blue and red strap.
Trust me, bro.
Yeah. Women's World Championship match. Rhea Ripley defending against Nia Jax. What are you thinking?
Boy, Rhea Ripley's gonna win, but it'll be a shock if Nia Jax beats Rhea Ripley. I think Nia Jax should literally beat Rhea Ripley up though, like make her feel like she's gonna lose. And this could possibly be Rhea Ripley's best match in WWE.
It could. It's not gonna beat the Charlotte match. The Charlotte match at WrestleMania was insane.
I mean, sorry, Ripley. So Nia Jax.
Oh, Nia Jax is okay.
Yeah. So Nia Jax. Yeah.
She had a good match against Becky Lynch the other day.
Yeah, she did.
But this could be good, and I do hope they make this the main event. It would be very nice if they make this the main event, especially for the women's division. If they're gonna not give the women a main event at WrestleMania, I think this could feel biggish. This is going to be bigger than WrestleMania in terms of capacity. So, and it's Rhea's hometown. Yeah, I think this could be cold. I also think Rhea's going to retain. What about the women's elimination chamber? We both mentioned inside the stream Becky Lynch.
Becky Lynch, Becky Lynch will win it. That's the only person I see winning it, bro, if I'm honest, man. It's the only one that makes sense.
Yeah, I hear it. And the men's elimination chamber, you got Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton versus Bobby Lashley versus LA Knight versus Kevin Owens versus the United States champion Logan Paul.
Bro, Drew's winning this. And Drew's going to get his lip back. I think Drew should definitely win it. And because I'm seeing as this, if Drew wins this year, not that this could probably make sense, but if it makes sense, rap pen, please. If Drew wins this, then we know we're going to get ourselves a heel champion, which means Cody's going to win. Cody's going to beat Roman Reigns. So then we'll get a face champion, because I don't think they'll be like doing two heel champions
of the
at the same time.
Yeah.
So I think that's going to be the case.
Yeah. I mean, if Drew wins it, I do want him to have a bit of a run, but at the same time, this Priest has to catch in. If Priest fails to cash in, they've rubbished Money in the Bank completely. It means nothing. They might as well just remove it out of the calendar. So, I mean, Money in the Bank, if I'm correct, maybe he's not till May or June or something like that. So he can have a bit of a run. Drew can have a bit of a run, but we'll see.
Really, I feel like not to sound like I'm tired of it, but I feel like Money in the Bank has no place in WWE in wrestling anymore. It's not as big. I'd rather prefer if they just had a contract and you cash in, like basically what they do with the golden chip in AEW. You win a golden chip, then a week after you have your match. I prefer that.
This is what I mean. I feel like WWE have made you feel like that through how they've booked it in the last few years. Otis didn't keep it. He lost it to Miz.
He went to court.
Then they have people that just Austin Theory cashes in for the United States title. Like that Money in the Bank should always be, you are the next guy. We're almost anointing you I'll always go back to Seth Rollins winning Money in the Bank, because I just feel like from the minute they gave him that, I felt like it's gonna happen for Seth. And he was being positioned well, and the execution of the actual cash in was world class. I don't think they put a step wrong that entire year where he won it. But since then, and that was 2015, they've just rubbished this thing. Baron Corbin had it, didn't cash in. Jinder stopped him from cashing in, and they've just rubbished this entire thing. So you're very much in your right to feel like that. But this is what I mean. I'm trusting Triple H. That's why Damian Priest, for me, has to have a successful cash in, because then if Triple H can't make this work, and this is his first, even Austin Theory that had it last year, that was under my man. He picked it. This is someone that Triple H said is winning the Money in the Bank. So if you can't make this work, then I agree. Let's scrap it.
And this is what I'm saying. I think, I think if you're going to be running the bank here, keep the Money in the Bank match at WrestleMania, just to give it that sort of big feel. Because what happens then,
as well.
Then obviously they go and have their match whenever and however. But this is why I'm fully for Damian Priest cashing at WrestleMania, because that makes it a big. That now says, do you know what? This is big. We're going live. We're going live. Do you get what I mean? If he does it just randomly
I agree.
at a SummerSlam, and it's like,
But
come on,
not at SummerSlam. Like, and that's another thing. If Triple H makes Monday Night Raw, like after Mania, Raw after Mania, like a big deal, then yeah, like ultimately it's a big night for him to cash in. That's going to be the headline of him leaving Monday Night Raw. Oh my God, like Damian Priest is the world champion. Then you're really going to feel like I need to watch this show and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like I think they started it very well. He got embroiled in some tag team stuff. More and more stars started returning to the company and started positioning themselves around the title, and he just fell down the pecking order.
Yeah,
like there would have been a time where a lot of fans wanted him to cash in successfully and be the world champion. But now I don't think, like, there's a lot of people in front of him. Like, people probably don't want to see. People are more prepared to see The Rock win this title and Roman still have his title than someone fresh and new like Damian Priest. So it's them. They need to dig themselves out the hole of what they've created with this mess of the Money in the Bank. And like I said, maybe I'm putting too much faith in Triple H that he'll do it, but I have all the faith in the world in Triple H.
Yeah, if Triple H is going to do anything right, then this is the right way to do it. Do it at WrestleMania, man.
Yeah, well,
I
think he just needs to have a successful cash in. For me, like, that's it. We can't rubbish his cash in, because, then I've lost faith in it completely.
Didn't Drew McIntyre boot Hey, I think that was the beginning of Drew's madness. You know, when he booted I said, yeah, this guy is crazy. From man done Harry Kane. I banged it, bro. Top bins for him. When he done that, I was like, yeah, he's on stuff, man. He's on stuff for sure.
Yeah, bro. But no, it's the show's in a good place. There's a lot of good stuff happening. Week by week, we're getting closer. Navy says Shearer. Big up Navy. There's a lot of good stuff happening, man. We gotta keep tuning in. Elimination Chamber, we'll see what happens there. That's gonna make some decisions. We've said all the favorites. It looks pretty straightforward, but you know, they might throw a one spanner in the works there, and like you said, it might something where someone else wins the chamber match. Drew goes crazy. Like, we've still got what's this man's name, Sami Zayn, talking about how he needs to have an opportunity. Does he run in and the triple threat? You know how they start the elimination chamber? They'll have everyone in the pods, but they can start with 3 men in the ring.
Yeah, they can. Yeah.
If Sammy literally runs in and locks the door,
that would be sick though.
Yeah, like, I need a chance, I need the opportunity. You never know, like, but yeah.
If Sami Zayn does cash in, if Sami Zayn does win the match, at the Elimination Chamber, then Damian Priest is 100% cashing in. 100% cashing in and losing it. Because I feel like Sami Zayn can take the L.
Yeah, he can take the L. But yeah, Navy says, this is something I actually wanted to address. Navy said, I feel bad for Bronson Reed. So obviously Bronson Reed is from Australia.
He didn't make them,
It's the same way I was feeling bad for Indy Hartwell last night. I thought Indy Hartwell was going to win the Battle Royal. So Bronson Reed, I believe the reason is because him and his missus, they're living in Orlando, live in the US, and I think his missus is due to deliver a baby very, very soon. So he thought, we better not get on a plane. We better not go over there. It's a shame timing and that, but I believe that's the reason. Indy Hartwell, I don't think there's a reason. I think they could have just put her in the chamber or something. I'd like to think, but
not to be deep. No.
I know. I love Indy, but you can't just force it. Yeah. You can't just force it. WWE, everyone that's in the chamber, both chamber matches, deserves to be there. You can't really just force it just because of country tax.
I mean, if they built towards it, like they had some sort of program where Indy is like, you know, I need to be on this thing, and she's actually vocally saying it, then maybe that could possibly,
maybe she might get what do you call it, like some segment backstage or something like that. Something like that could keep her busy. Maybe says also Emma got fired out. Emma got excited. Remember when they announced the show? She still worked for the company, and I think the same day they sacked her. They released her.
That is deep, fam. But yeah, that's business for you, man. That's business.
That's it. Business is business.
Mm.
All right, guys, we'll draw a line under it there. Thank you guys for tuning in live. Big up everyone that's going to listen back as well. Like, we're on the podcast feeds, so check out the podcast. And we've added another show to the lineup. So on Mondays, I know some of you were in there, Commissioner's Corner. Keep checking it out. So more and more content for you guys. Hit the like button, man. Hit the subscribe button.
When's Intakers on Sunday, isn't it?
Yeah, Indie Takers will be next Sunday, but there's currently a new episode out now as well.
Sick.
So you can check that out for all your indie needs.
Yep.
Yeah. Big up everyone. Like we said, Elimination Chamber watch along Saturday morning. So turn on your notification bells if they're not on, so you know when we have gone live, and come and watch Elimination Chamber with us. And yeah, we will see you same time next week.
Peace, man.
Peace out.